It seems like we have some pretty good, interesting news today about the whole ban on payment for order flow thing, especially coming from the chief legal officer on Robinhood, who, by the way, used to be an SEC commissioner between 2011 and 2015. So he worked for the SEC for 4 full years. Now, really what is interesting is what is said today. When you read in between the lines and you see where the SEC was last Friday, it's kind of interesting. But before I move forward, let me just share with you what exactly he said and how, it can potentially move stuff around in AMC and GameStop. Well, Robinhood chief legal officer said the SEC won't ban payment for order flow at all. In his own exact words, he said, well, the SEC is going to arrive at the conclusion that payment for order flow, it's undoubtedly an amazingly good thing for retail investors, and they're not going to ban it. Well, as you can see, he worked as a SEC commissioner from 2011 to 2015. Let me pause here for a second, guys. Last Friday, the SEC had a meeting with the White House officials, about multiple things. And one of those things on the table, on discussion points list, was banning payment for order flow. Remember when we, looked at the earnings transcript call from GameStop last week, we saw that the SEC was working with them since May, and they asked for additional documents. So they are going even deeper into this whole situation. Now, when you actually look at this and you look at what's happening there, or what may have happened there, because we don't have any conclusions yet. But personally, I think if SEC Chairman Gensler is actually talking with this stuff, with the White House officials, and it's been very vocal and loud about this whole payment for order flow being a conflict of interest and something that is definitely not working in the favor of retail investors. But this guy, the chief legal officer from Robinhood, is saying, well, they're gonna come to the conclusion that it's a good thing. No, it's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. And when you look at the tweets, the interviews, the post from the SEC, especially the chairman, since he came into office, it's definitely going against what Dan Gallagher is actually talking about here. So it leads me to think, well, maybe they're kind of anticipating something to come around after this meeting, or they know. The guy has been working with the SEC, so he knows the modus operandus of the SEC. Well, maybe he's trying to put a good face, put out a good face, a good impression, and kind of minimizing the whole issue. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, guys, because he knows that if the SEC has been working closely with GameStop since May and he's actually taking this whole thing to the White House, then maybe they are really serious about this whole thing. But we know so far, it doesn't seem like the market is expecting this whole ban on payment for order flow to be a critical thing that will damage the whole business, revenue model from Robinhood. But in the meantime, I don't know. It seems like something might be going on here, and they know what is coming. Because when you look at what he's saying here at the end of the interview, he told CNBC that if he was still working with the SEC, he will be investigating the people and the institutions that he claims lied surrounding the GameStop short squeeze. Who are these guys? Who are these people? Nothing is mentioned in this article. But we know that definitely once payment for order flow, it's banned, and if it is banned, it's going to be definitely acting as a good and big catalyst for AMC moving forward. Now, this is something we have to keep a close eye on, because it's big news, guys. It may not look like it, but it seems like it's something that may lead to big things, especially for AMC and GameStop. So more news to come on this.